Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Canal Algérie's nightly news. To the headlines. The Algerian-Venezuelan cooperation is in the limelight, and President Nicolas Maduro puts forward the key role, the President of the Republic, in its constant development. The mouth-watering Algerian date Diglet Noor is conquering more and more international markets, with further exports in the future thanks to the state's facilitations. Palestinians observe a general strike in the occupied territories to denounce the rampant crimes of the Zionist entity against the defenseless population. A vibrant tribute is paid to the late Algerian singer Warda al-Jazairiya in Constantine province as part of the festivities marking the artist's National Day. Welcome again. First off, the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Mohamed Abdelhafid Hanni, was received by the Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. The audience took place on the sidelines of the participation of Abdelhafid Hanni in the proceedings of the fourth session of the Algerian-Venezuelan Joint Commission of Economic, Commercial, Scientific, Technical and Cultural Cooperation. Held on Thursday in Caracas, the meeting was an opportunity to evoke the means and ways to reinforce and strengthen the partnership and cooperation prospects between the two countries. In order to promote the partnership and cooperation opportunities, the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Abdelhafid Hanni, held talks in Caracas with the Vice President of Venezuela, Delcy Rodriguez, regarding the means to diversify and promote the bilateral exchanges. The Algerian dates, notably Diglet Noor, that is known worldwide with its exceptional taste, is highly demanded in the 5 continents. To this effect, it is likely to witness more exports, particularly with the tremendous facilitations granted by the state to investors in exports. Sabine Tafirginit has more details.
The Algerian dates, known for their high quality and exceptional taste, are attracting more and more consumers around the world. Thanks to their excellent quality, these dates are highly demanded in many foreign countries across the 5 continents, especially as they are sold at very competitive prices. The Algerian dates, notably the Diglet Noor, can be distinguished from other dates by its shape, smoothness and exquisite taste. With an annual production exceeding 1 million tons, Algeria has exported large quantities of dates thanks to the facilitations granted by the high authorities to investors and exporters. Exports reached the peak in 2021 with more than 80,000 tons of exported dates amounting to $80 million. Our goal is to reach between 200 and 300,000 tons of sold dates to the neighboring countries, then to the African countries. We are currently exporting to 75 countries, hopefully 150 countries in the near future, to attain 250 million tons of dates marketed annually across the world. Transportation fees have been facilitated for producers in addition to the administrative support from the Trade Ministry. The measures taken are all aiming to give a fresh impetus to this sector's activities and increase its exports.
Palestinians observed a general strike in the occupied territories to denounce the Israeli exactions against the defenseless population still targeted by the occupation's forces. The latest developments with Rania Al-Bahri.
A general strike and protest movements were observed in all the Palestinian cities and towns to denounce the systematic Zionist violations targeting the defenseless Palestinians. Another Palestinian fell martyr, dying of his wounds following a Zionist raid on the south of Gaza City, joining the 5 martyrs who were mourned by large crowds filled with anger on Friday evening. The crowds called for closing ranks to face up the aggression of the occupation and its crimes. The protesters raised black flags and pictures of the martyrs, declaring 3 days of mourning for their souls. And because the Zionist aggression machine doesn't stop targeting the Palestinians, 2 citizens were injured by bullets and dozens suffocated during clashes that broke out with the occupation forces north of Khalil. while 8 others were arrested in separate areas of the occupied West Bank amid international silence. The macabre list of victims remains open, exceeding 90 martyrs since the beginning of the current year.
A theatrical musical show was organized as a tribute to the diva of the Arab song at the Palace of Culture, Malik Haddad of Constantine. The late icon's contribution in making the Algerian song known worldwide was highlighted, followed by a ceremony honoring several artists, covered by Ismail Al-Minqaidiyya, taking up Bayran al-Bahri.
On the occasion of National Artists' Day, a vibrant tribute was paid to the Algerian late female singer Warda Al-Jazairiyya through a musical concert devoted to her long and rich career. Warda is the voice of her country, Algeria. This concert tells us the love of Warda to her country, Algeria. We paid this homage to her. We worked very hard with a professional team. We were like a family. We embodied the character of Warda on the stage. This ceremony was an excellent opportunity to pay tribute to the Algerian artists present in this event. It's a very nice initiative. I thank everyone for this lofty move of honoring these artists who gave a lot to their country during their whole lifetime. My sole wish is to be honored for the first time in my province, Constantine. I hope that there will be other artists from Constantine to be honored in the future. This is more than a ceremony, especially that artists today were honored for what they gave for their country. Happy Artists' Day to all the artists, whether they are comedians, musicians, or plastic artists. I wish them an excellent career. Constantine Province honored its artists through these celebrations. This lofty move spotlights the leading role of artists in the edification of their country.
The end of tonight's bulletin. Thank you for watching. Good night.